Folks, we're talking All-Star Game moments from All-Star Game week. Well, I mean, historic ones. So that's what we're doing today. Thanks. Thanks for enduring my terrible intro, everybody. We got coffee at the Baseball Brewhaha, and we're talking trivia and some fun All-Star Game trivia here coming at you as we're hanging out for All-Star Week this week. So
Yeah, we're turning back the clock a little bit with All Stars, including the first Seattle All Star game here coming up. So stick with us for some fun All Star game trivia. Aaron, hit me with what is a stone throw?
yeah, so it's a fun one. There's a guy named Dean Stone who earned a quirky win. In 1954, the American League beat the National League 11-9. And Dean Stone earned the win, but in a very quirky sort of way. Can you tell me, Adam, what made his earning a win a bit uncanny or unusual?
I'm gonna guess that it was he didn't record an out.
So we're in the right realm there, but not quite. He did not throw a pitch. So guy tried to steal home, and he threw home and got him out. And that was his appearance for the All-Star game, earned the win.
Well, that's really unusual. And here you can see us hanging with Edgar at the All-Star game, more modern than 1954, but
Yep.
here we are, seven-time All-Star Edgar Martinez. That was a fun little thing. Okay, Aaron Rosenbaum's here. So,
Mhm.
um, in that 1954 game, Al Rosen hit 2 home runs, one of just 5 players to hit 2 in an All-Star game. Rosen is not in the Hall of Fame, but the other 4 are. Name
Mm.
just one of the other players who hit 2 home runs.
I don't. Oh man, I'm gonna go with. I feel like somewhere back in the back annals of the brain of trivia, I feel like there was a Ted Williams sighting that was related to this question. So I'm gonna guess Teddy Ballgame.
That's correct.
Oh
Well
man,
done. Yeah, and he had a huge game. He was like 4 for 4 in that
I
game.
think I think I remember reading about that. So
All right.
okay.
Well, I'm sending you your next question here straight from the 1979 All-Star game, the first one in Seattle, just 2 years after they opened the dome. And you can see the intro video here, 50th All-Star game. So Lee Mazzoli, I don't know if that's same Mazzilli, I don't know.
Yeah.
He drove in runs in the 8th and 9th, which eventually led to a win. And so how like pick an inning and then how did he drive in those runs?
I'm gonna go with the ninth inning, and I'm gonna say that he had a single.
So in the 8th inning, he hit a home run, solo home run to tie the game. And in the 9th inning, he had a bases loaded walk to score the go-ahead run.
Nice. I was just looking at the video of the old Kingdom setup
Yeah.
there. Man, the way it was set up in the '90s with the high wall in the right field, and it was just how
Yeah.
can you not love it? How can you not love it? So, all right. So we're talking about another memorable All-Star Game weekend that was maybe perhaps memorable for all the wrong reasons. It was a bit of a dud in terms of the entertainment value. I'm sure some of the suspense was fun, but things like the Home Run Derby wasn't televised until 1993, and it was fortunate in this case. But the winner was Ryan Sandberg, had a blistering 3 home runs total, not in the finals, total, which accounted for 60% of the 5 home runs hit in the entire event
Oh
in
boy.
1990. And the All-Star game didn't go a whole lot better. Julio Franco hit a 2 RBI double in the 7th, broke a 0-0 tie and won it 2-0 final score. The NL managed just 2 hits. Can you tell me in what stadium was this dud of an all-star weekend held.
Well, I'm imagining there was weather affecting this, and the park that came to mind right away with like wind and swirling winds and all that was Candlestick.
Yeah, you're definitely on the right track because my reading of this event was that wind was involved, but it was in the Windy City in Chicago. Wrigley had wind blowing in, and
Yeah,
it was a tough day for the batters.
yeah, should have been my guess, but I mean, Candlestick was a tough
Yeah,
wind
yeah,
place,
absolutely.
from what I understand. All right, well, we're going to the scoreboard. Um, Aaron, getting one
Yeah.
on the board. We're 3-1 here in the fourth. And we got lots more game to play. But before we move on to our next one tomorrow, Aaron,
Mhm.
who we shouting out today?
I'm going to shout out Toby Elsie, early joiner and husband of our cousin, Ashley. And so we haven't had a lot of comments from Toby here recently, but been fun having you be part of the show. Toby, love to hear from you more if you want to. But thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing. Love having you part of the Baseball Brewhaha. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow.